Welcome to this basketball broadcast brought to you by WHOU and WFKT by Bowers Funeral Home, the County Federal Credit Union, TNT, Northern Maine Community College, Scoville Building Supply, FAP Body, United Insurance, J. McLaughlin Construction, Daigle Oil Company, Priority Auto Sales, Rick Hannigan Plumbing, Cushman & Sons, KVHC, County Ag and Turf, Houlton Tire and Steelstone, Maine Equipment, Griffith Ford, Napa and Coastal Auto Parts, Pat's Pizza, Madigan Home Healthcare, Pioneer Times, Pioneer Broadband, Thompson & Hamill, Aroostook Limousines, Huber Engineered Woods, Jeans Electronics, County Physical Therapy, Katahdin Trust Company, White Smiles, Maine Baseball Academy, S.W. Collins, Nortrax, Herring Brothers. Now let's go down to the floor.
Well, good evening and welcome everyone. We're at the Panther Palace tonight here on WHOU, Central Aroostook, as it's going to be the Panthers hosting the Houlton Shire Towners. I am Tim Tweedy, joined tonight, as always, by Rob Moran. Rob, pretty decent crowd on hand, and two of the top boys teams, Central Aroostook's actually number 1 in Class C. Houlton, the number 4 seed in Class B. So a couple of the better teams in Northern Maine getting ready to clash.
Yeah, absolutely. Great crowd here, great atmosphere. Always a good atmosphere up here for high school basketball games. Been coming to them up here for years, back in the Central Aroostook Power days with the Hodgson Power days, and one of those types of atmospheres tonight. Pretty, I won't say it's a full house, but it's probably 80% full.
It is, and just a lot of ties as well here. Of course, Tim Brewer maybe being the most obvious of those ties. He was just recognized the other night for having picked up his 300th win. I think now he's up to like 302 or 303, whatever the number is. Most of those came right here. He's only been in Houlton for 4 years, and those have been 4 very successful years. Last year took his team to a state championship, but he won a pile of titles up here. I believe he won 4 titles and went to 6 state games in 15 years and only had 1 losing season. Pretty incredible. And of course, he's kind of the linchpin in this relationship between the two communities and districts.
Yeah, absolutely. I used to say for years this place was like a basketball factory.
Yeah.
Just kept churning out great teams and still churning out really good teams. Just won a state championship in soccer. Still all kinds of quality athletes coming out of here.
Those kids got just recognized just at the halftime of the JV game. They got some jackets that their boosters club had acquired for them, and so they did have an opportunity to get recognized tonight before this crowd. We've got lots to talk about here on the J. McLaughlin Construction pregame show, so don't go too far. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and when we bring it back, we'll preview both of these teams back in 2 minutes on WHOU.
Want that special item for this year's high school basketball season to show your team support? Cushman & Sons, locally owned and operated in Presque Isle, has team sportswear and will do custom embroidery, screen printing, logo design, digital and printing, as well as banners, decals, and other vinyl works. Cushman & Sons also can design trophies, awards, and add specialty items. Cushman & Sons, 764-3833 or CushmanandSonsInc.com. And don't forget to visit and like their Facebook page. If you can think it, Cushman & Sons will say, yeah, we can do that.
Lincoln Power Sports is the leading ATV, snowmobile parts, accessories, and outdoor equipment dealer in Lincoln. Whether you're looking for the latest new products from BRP, Can-Am, Skidoo, or today's best clothing and accessories, we've got it. It's no wonder riders and customers trust Lincoln Power Sports for ATV and snowmobile service and installation of parts and accessories. Stop by our store or browse our extensive online catalog from anywhere in the world. Call 207-794-8100. We would love to hear from you.
Get a jump on your future by exploring your possibilities at Northern Maine Community College. The team of faculty and staff at NMCC will position you for a lifetime of success. With over 35 degree and certificate programs, including our newest offerings in water treatment technology, you will be amazed at how quickly your new skills will open a world of opportunity. Visit us online today at nmcc.edu. Northern Maine Community College. Succeed here.
For drivers from Patton to Bangor and everywhere in between, Buying from Thornton Brothers is a rewarding experience.
At Affordable Plumbing, we buy all our vans through Thornton Brothers. Not only do they have excellent customer service, but I'm treated like family when I walk through the door.
Get a fresh start with great deals on select new 2019 and 2020 Ram trucks and vans during the Start Something New sales event. Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be.
Welcome back here on WHOU. We are still in the Jay McLaughlin Construction pregame show, getting ready for a special ceremony here at Central Aroostook High School as our athletic director, Heather Bradbury, is going to have a presentation. They did a large amount of fundraising. I want to say it was around $15,000 to put up a brand new scoreboard, and tonight they're going to dedicate that and thank the folks who helped make it possible. So we're going to take it down courtside to Heather Bradbury.
The ball rolling for us to make this happen. Mike and Joe Cargill, want to give us a wave? And would Troy Giverson and Lori Nelson from Pineland Farms come on down? Late this fall, we were discussing the need for adding the foul light panels back onto our boards. And with some investigating, we learned that that would be the most expensive part of a scoreboard project. It didn't really make sense to invest in new foul lights for old boards. So long story short, our best option was to purchase a whole new system. But we didn't have the money. A former classmate of mine and Central Aroostook alumni Tammy Miller-Reevish got wind of this need and set into motion our scoreboard fundraiser via Facebook. Many of you guys sitting here in the crowd started donating, and we quickly saw the money start to funnel in. A local business, Mountain Valley, which is Mike and Joe, made a generous donation and put the challenge out there for other businesses to step up as well. That's when Pineland Farms Potato Company stepped in and offered to fully fund the rest of the project. Things came together really quickly, and we are a very fortunate community to have these supporters step in and make projects of this magnitude come to fruition for us. Pineland has been great. They have really gone above and beyond for us and made sure this project happened for us and made sure it happened and that we could enjoy it this season. I personally would like to thank Tammy Miller for taking the reins on this. She's the reason that this project got off the ground and has been completed, and she made this so easy for me. So, Tammy, if you're watching from Virginia, thank you. And thank you to all of you for helping out with this project and helping it to come together.
And a very nice presentation as they dedicate the scoreboard and make sure that they recognize the folks who helped make that possible was just a very neat thing. You know, Rob, small communities in northern Maine tend to really pull together in times of need, and this is a great example of that.
Oh, yeah, really unbelievable. Did a great job, and been a lot of things like that happen lately. We had the benefit supper the other night. I don't know if you heard about that. They raised $40,000 for Reggie Dow.
Pretty unbelievable.
It's awesome.
And of course, there was a scholarship raising event as well for Simon Sear Scholarship Foundation. Yep. Those took place in Houlton. This scoreboard dedication, though, I mean, that kind of went wild on Facebook. Tammy Miller, whose mom, Kathy, was sitting over in the side of the corner. I see her just kind of barely poking her head out through the opening. She's worked many, many years in the superintendent's office just across the street from us here. And, you know, despite the fact that Tammy is in Virginia, those strong roots here to this community were still won out. She was able to help, you know, put the scoreboard in place. And I got to say, it looks great. I grew up, you know, with, you know, classes in this gym, and it was red. And, you know, we were always blue and white. And I know they used to incorporate a lot more red into the uniforms even back then. But, you know, since then it's kind of been phased out and it's strictly blue and white. So kind of looks more appropriate, too.
Yeah.
You know what, Rob, the other thing is, you mentioned all those good teams. I think they wore that scoreboard out a long time ago.
A lot of points went on that scoreboard. I want to know how many of you put up there.
Yeah, Not very many. I wonder how many were put up there against your teams.
Actually, not that many.
Oh,
my teams did okay up here. I don't want to get into that, but they were okay. You ask Coach Brewer, he'll tell you.
We'll go back to
we did take a couple beatdowns for sure, but we handed out a couple as well.
We'll have to go back to the tape and just see what the stories are. Well, Rob, as we get ready to talk now a little bit about this game, this is a rematch of a game that was played back in December. It was a 59-49 win for the Shires. You weren't able to make it to that game. That's one of the very few you missed this year. You had duties as a middle school coach. And so you were on a bus listening or watching. But
I watched it, yeah.
It was a 10-point deficit for the Shires at halftime. And then they came out and outscored Central Rustic by 20 in the second half. But
yeah.
That was really anybody's game until about the last 5-6 minutes.
Yeah, Central Rustic is a talented team. The name of the game is going to be, like it often is with Houlton, how much do they turn the ball over against Houlton's ball pressure? If they handle the ball pressure okay, they're going to be all right. They've got athletes just like Houlton's got athletes. They got kids that can run and jump. They got some great players inside. They got some good shooters. The difference is going to be, can they hold up against that Houlton pressure?
Last we had checked, the Houlton team was leading the Big East. That's the Class B conference, one of the two conferences in Northern Maine Class B. They were leading the entire group in steals, and they were leading the entire group in rebounds. If you can do those two things, you're more likely to get more shot opportunities than your opponents. And if you can hold them to one and done on the defensive end and get extra opportunities because of your defense, that's going to work out for you most nights.
Yeah, they're going to turn teams over a ton. If you're a team that's a little soft with the ball, they'll turn you over. We saw that the other night in the Stearns game. Stearns, I thought, played really well, talented bunch of kids, but they had a lot of turnovers, and that doesn't always necessarily translate into a layup on the other end, but it wears you down, translates into fouls and open shots, and over the course of the game, that stuff comes back to haunt you. They usually have a point in the game, too. Most of the games that we've done, they have a point in the game, Houlton does, where they go on a 6 or 8-0 run a couple times a game, and those are hard to come back from if a team does it, 2 or 3 times a game.
Each of these teams are coming in here on a positive note. For the Panthers, they picked up a 64-43 victory at Madawaska. That game on Saturday. And for Houlton, you and I just had a game on Monday against Stearns, 78-57. Ended up being a 21-point game, but a lot of folks that are Shires fans, and we're going to talk more about both teams, but we happened to be there to catch that one. We weren't in Madawaska for the other game. I can tell you, it wasn't that pretty.
No, it was, Houlton's, they're still finding themselves offensively. Defensively, they've been what they've been under Coach Brewer. They do a great job. They pressure the ball and turn you over a lot, just like I just talked about. But offensively, they're still a work in progress, and I think most teams would say that, really. We're well into the year, but teams haven't peaked yet. I'm sure there's some things that they would like to see done better. And they've had some kids lately, Isaiah Gentle being the primary one, really stepped up the other day, dropped 15 points, and is getting comfortable and helping them. And more kids that you have that can make shots and score the ball, that's going to be the key to the game. And they're going to have to get comfortable. I always say that in Bangor, it's pretty important that you can run half-court offense because it's hard to turn teams over down there. The bigger court with a little more room to work with, and you're playing against better teams, obviously, right? So that half-court offense is something that you really got to be able to do a good job and execute.
For Central Rustic, this is their 11th game on the season. Their record is 8-2. For Houlton, though, Rob, they're 9-3 now, so this is their 13th game. And starting to get late as far as being able to work on those things. I mean, you still have about 4 weeks or so until the postseason, so you'll have lots of practices, probably a postseason scrimmage, that sort of thing. But still, they didn't look good against John Baps either last weekend in a close game against the John Baps team. The last I checked, I believe they had 2 wins, I think, on the season.
Yeah, or maybe not. Yeah, they were winless at one point.
Okay.
I mean, it's a team, though, but the Baps kids, they have a lot of athletes. There's some athletic kids on that team. They for whatever reason, haven't put it together. But they do have athletes, and if you got athletes, sometimes you can stay in the game, and they played Houlton pretty tough that day.
Well, this game has no shortage of athletes, and so I have a feeling we're going to be entertained. There are still 9 minutes left left up on the Coastal Auto Parts scoreboard. So we will go ahead and take one more 2-minute break. We will go back, hear from some of our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll talk about what we have coming up here on WHOU. Lots of exciting events. Talk a bit more about the two teams. It'll be tip-off before you know it. Back in 2 minutes on WHOU.
From kitchen excellence to building damage, owning your own restaurant comes with a lot of liabilities.
Among drivers, vehicles, and business property, there's a lot of exposure.
If our equipment fails, we know United Insurance has us covered.
For us, finding the right words for marketing campaigns is simple. Finding the right insurance is not. That's why it's nice to know United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
The United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
Outfit your vehicle for tough jobs with commercial truck body and accessories at Main Equipment in Herman, Maine. At Main Equipment Company, we sell and install truck bodies, lift systems, garbage removal applications, and snow and sand spreading applications. Storage boxes and bed liners is also available. Call us at 207-848-5738. Dump bodies, hook lift hoists, truck bodies, sand and salt spreaders, rubbish packers. The right fit for your truck. The premier company in the state of Maine. Main Equipment Company.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car.
Sorry.
You could also light a pile of money on fire.
Sorry.
Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
County Ag and Turf Supply is at its new home on 7 Dow Siding Road in Caribou, offering the same great service. Randy and Jerry are working hard to supply the county with the best products. They offer Blue Seal Feed, Sentinel, Inspire, and Dynasty and Triple Crown for your equine, Home Fresh Extra Egg and Multi-Flock Pellets, and Crumples and Mealworm for your poultry, Entrust Pet Food for your cat or dog, Minerals for your beef and dairy. They have feed for all your livestock. County Ag and Turf Supply also has wood pellets, lubricants, and of course, Willow the Blue Seal Rabbit on the premises. Stop by County Ag and Turf Supply today.
Hello, this is Tony Bowers at Bowers Funeral, and we want to wish good luck to all area basketball teams, boys and girls, as you strive for the gold ball at the end of the season. We are proud to be a part of your communities and our family serving your family since 1900. Good luck, play hard, and above all, be good sportsmen.
Welcome back here on WHOU. We are at Central Heuristic High School getting ready for the Houlton Shires and the Central Heuristic Panthers, number 1 in Class C against number 4 in Class B. Tim Tweedy, Lori Susie, Rob Moran, Chris Putnam is back at the station, as well as Chelsea Gentle working production tonight. And Rob, you know, once again, as we look up at the Coastal Auto Parts scoreboard, we should mention that Coastal Auto Parts, one of our sponsors, is a local Napa Auto Parts dealer. They're owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. The stores Caribou, Presque Isle, Houlton, Eastmill, and Knocket. With about 6 minutes left on the clock here in warm-ups, let's talk a little bit more about these two teams before we talk about what's coming up on WHOU. Give me a key or two to the game here for each of these teams. Why don't we start with the Central Heuristic Panthers? What are they going to have to do well?
Well, not turn the ball over is going to be the biggest thing. You know, I've talked about that. It's a little repetitive, but it's crucial. The other thing that I think that they can do pretty well is if they're patient. They've got 2 or 3 kids that can score on the post. It's not just Bradbury, who's obviously a fantastic player, 1,000-point scorer. The Carvel kid does very well in the post, very solid player. Then Ethan Pryor is a really good player in the post as well. So, and it always helps, right? I mean, this is easy to say, but it always helps when you make shots. Making shots makes everything better. It cranks up your energy level and opens things up so you can drive to the basket, and so those are some keys for them.
What do you expect them to try to do defensively, and what do you expect them to try to do as far as the pace of the game?
I mean, I think defensively I would mix it up. I don't expect them to completely slow the game down just because they're a slight underdog, because they like to get up and down, and they have athletes that can play that way and like to play that way. So, you know, I think they'll mix it up a little bit, and obviously you got to do something about Keegan Gentle. A lot of people say, oh, let him get 40. Well, gee, you know, if he gets 40 or 30 even, and the rest of the team gets 30, which is probably going to happen, then they got 60, and generally that's enough to play any kind of defense. That's going to win you a lot of high school games, you know. So you can't make it too easy on Keegan. You got to guard the other kids as well.
And of course, Keegan, another 1,000-point scorer. You mentioned Braden Bradbury. We were fortunate enough to be there when he scored his 1,000-point down to Southern Aroostook. Keegan also scored his 1,000th in a game here earlier this season down to Ellsworth. So both of those kids got him out of the way pretty early in their senior seasons. How about for Houlton? One or two keys for them?
I mean, tempo, forcing turnovers, controlling the paint. They're slightly bigger. Certainly, I don't think they're a whole lot more athletic, but they're a little bit bigger, at least in the front court spots. And, getting Keegan Geno going, and again, I'm going to say it, making shots. Making shots. It's a wonderful thing when you're coaching and your team hits open shots, or sometimes even not open shots. It makes everything better. Think about when you played basketball and how much your energy level went up when you're making shots. And it shouldn't be that way, but it is. It's just things are better when you're making shots.
And speaking of making shots, man, another thing, and you and I have talked about this, don't want to harp on it, but still, at last check, while they had the top number of steals and rebounds in Class B Big East, they were at the very bottom of the pack when it came to free throw percentage shooting. And the issue with that is there's been some games where down the stretch it's an 8-10 point game, and really, even if they've just gone 75% from the line, because they get to the line a lot. This whole team, they do a pretty good job of attacking the hoop.
Yep.
The issue is they just don't shoot well from the free throw line. They're shooting just over 50% from the line, and that's been an Achilles heel all season long.
Absolutely, and I'm talking from experience. You can lose games that way. It really helps if you can shoot 70% from the foul line, because it's like a disease. A couple guys miss, then other guys start thinking about it, and then you're thinking about it too much. And when you're practicing, do you shoot 100 and harp on them and make them run? Do you want them shooting when they're tired, like they're in the game, or do you want them seeing them go through the hoop when they're not tired? And it's hard. It's a hard thing. When
you've seen it where kids have tried to change the form mid-season.
Yeah, and it's really hard, and you lose a lot of games that way. And they're not going to, once in a while in the tournament, you see a blowout game, a 20-point game. I don't know that there's going to be, like last year with the Shires, they kind of ran roughshod through Class C.
Rolled through
even in Bangor, up 20. It's not going to be that way at B, obviously. You've got some great teams down there, starting with Caribou, Ellsworth, and some other teams, Herman, all those teams. You've got to be competitive at least from the foul line, because it's not just the points that you're not getting. I also believe that as a team goes to the line and makes 2 out of 10, the other team's saying, hey, we're back in this. We can get in this game, and their confidence goes up, and there you go.
And you look at, just because of a rough start, a team like MDI, who, by the naked eye test, you and I got to see them. They look really impressive in Presque Isle.
Oh, yeah.
We saw them in Houlton. That's an impressive team. When they're sitting somewhere at 7, 8, 9,
yeah,
and you're looking at having to face them in a quarterfinal matchup as a 1 or 2 seed, you better be able to make your free throws, and they'll put you out in a hurry.
Absolutely. I would not want to. It's funny you say that, because great minds must think alike. I was thinking that today.
We spend a lot of time with each other, don't we?
Yeah, that's got to be it. But I was thinking today, looking at the standings, and boy, I wouldn't want to play MDI first.
No way.
I mean, they're a great coach, lots of tradition, and if they get to Bangor, they're going to be a headache for somebody.
Just momentarily, we're about to take a courtside. We're going to have the starting lineups brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union. They're a community-based financial institution with over 20,000 members. They have branches conveniently located in Caribou, Presque Isle, Fort Fairfield, Houlton, and a soon-to-be location in Mars Hill. County Federal Credit Union has coverage to meet all of your financial needs. Visit one of their branches to see why membership can make a difference. Once again, we'll take it courtside. There's a special presentation here by Athletic Director Heather Bradbury.
1,000 point on January 7th in Southern Aroostook. He is the 12th boy, along with both of our varsity coaches tonight, Coach Woodworth and Coach Brewer, from Central Aroostook to join this prestigious group. So congratulations.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's game between the Houlton Shires and our very own Central Aroostook Panthers. The Houlton Shires are coached by Tim
broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That she always does. A nice job on the national anthem by Mariah Brewer. She's a Central Aroostook High School graduate, daughter of Coach Tim Brewer, now the coach of the Houlton Shires, as he has been now. This is his 4th season, and I wasn't really sure what color Mariah was going to be wearing tonight, but I do see she's wearing black. She's pretty loyal to her dad.
Blood is the most important thing, I guess.
Yep.
Can't blame her for that.
I'm sure she was conflicted all week long, though, because you're not going to find too many bigger Panther fans than Mariah as well. Once again, starting lineups brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union. For Houlton, it's going to be Cam Callahan, Jaron Gentle, Keegan Gentle, Isaiah Gentle, and Caleb Solomon. For Houlton, or for Central Aroostook rather, it's going to be Josh Thomas, Braden Bradbury, Jacob Carville, Hayden Kingsbury, Ethan Pryor. Your officials are going to be Mark Turner, Mr. Thibodeau, and Steve Thibodeau, and Mr. Larry Worcester. Rob, each team starting out with a lineup change from what we've been used to seeing on the season. Hayden Kingsbury, who plays a lot for the Panthers, he's in the starting lineup. Isaiah Gentle getting the start after the impressive performance the other night.
Yeah, they had a 3-second call there. Central came out in a 2-3 zone. Look, here comes some pressure by Houlton. No surprise there.
Just underway. Houlton looking to put some pressure on. It's going to be Solomon guarding Bradbury. They'll pick him up man-to-man full court. Braden tries to feed the ball to Kingsbury. He will. Here's some Houlton pressure, and going to be a steal by Jaron Gentle. And we'll see what they call. It's going to be a player control foul against the Houlton guard.
Close play there. Bang, bang. Good job by Pryor getting back after the turnover and taking it in the chest. It could have gone either way.
Something Jaron can always say, though. He got the first foul up on this new scoreboard.
Yes.
With those new panels.
That'll be the answer to a trivia question someday.
If our minds are sharp enough to remember it.
Yeah, well, yours will be because you're a little younger. Maybe not so much.
I might write that
down. A little younger.
Back in the action, we've got Pryor. Kicks out Thomas. Thought about the 3. Instead, gives it up Bradbury. In between jumper. Gets it to go, and there's the first 2.
Yeah, nice little take by Braden Bradbury there. Such nice touch. That's a hard shot. He made it look easy.
A little bit fitting that the first 2 is by the 1,000-point scorer.
Absolutely.
Jaron Gentle now. Works the ball over. Cam Callahan. Swings it across court. Keegan Gentle pulls up just inside 3-point arc. Can't get it to go. Isaiah Gentle, though, grabs the offensive board. He's in no man's land. Tries to throw it off the foot of Pryor, and unsuccessful in doing so. The Panthers get possession.
Pryor was alert there, right? He pulled his foot back, so it didn't squirt all the way out of bounds. Houlton man-to-man.
Thomas, left corner. Up top now, Pryor finds Bradbury. Gets by Solomon. You can't let Braden Bradbury do that, or he will have a field day. He's got the first 4 points of this game.
Help was late getting there, and he just blew by him hard right. Made it look easy.
Drew Foley gets up off the Houlton bench. Isaiah Gentle to Solomon. Callahan has the ball stripped. Good hands by Kingsbury.
Yeah, absolutely. All kinds of ball. Tried to pass it. Couldn't get enough on it to get it to any of his teammates.
Once again, Solomon guarding Bradbury in the post now. Pryor turnaround shot. It's going to be stripped. It's going to go out of bounds. Central Aroostook keep it. Rob, that's a new wrinkle for Pryor you and I picked up on when they played Woodland, I believe it was. Did not see that in the earlier games we had them this season, but they've been looking to try to get him in the post a lot more.
Yeah,
he's been pretty successful down there.
He's got a size advantage tonight, too, for sure.
Bradbury launches up a 3. He can't get it to go, but he'll get his own rebound.
I like the follow there by Bradbury.
Carville turnaround shot in the post. Jacob can't get a shot to go. Pryor right there, though, puts up a shot. His putback won't go. Houlton able to finally collect in the board.
Tough break there. They had a great look at it. Pryor did, just couldn't knock it down.
Isaiah Gentle pulls up for three, no good. Rebound taken away by Pryor.
Yeah, good contest that time by Josh Thomas.
Kingsbury can't get the little bunny to go off the glass. Offensive board, though. Carville, 2 moves. Going to kick it out. Kingsbury launches up a three, no good. Flying in. Bradbury with the offensive rebound. Gets it up and in. 6-0 now, Panthers.
Yeah, they're beating him up on the glass, right? 4 attempts that time. You got to put a body on somebody and go get it.
5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Jaron Gentle looked at the rim, thought about the three, and said he's going to turn it over. Braden Bradbury is going to take this, lay it up, and he's going to be fouled. Isaiah Gentle had to reach in to prevent the layup. Otherwise, there's going to be an easy 2 for Braden Bradbury.
Yeah, you don't hate that foul. Looked like he had a lot of ball, though, from here, but it doesn't matter. 2 shots and still a good foul.
Central Rustics come out and absolutely blitz the Shires, and Coach Brewer says he wants to talk things over. 4:51 on the clock here in the first quarter. Central Rustic leads 6-0. We'll be right back here on WHOU.
Excellence at ground level is what you get with J. McLaughlin Construction in Houlton. Founded in 2012, the company plans the construction of streets, residential areas, and commercial buildings, and they are involved in both public and private projects. Their high-quality work and many years of experience have earned them an excellent reputation and a loyal client base. Regardless of whether you need a detailed plan for a building or would like to build a road, J. McLaughlin Construction is your reliable partner for all your engineering needs. Call J. McLaughlin Construction at 532-6335 or 694-2546.
Welcome back here on WHOU. 4:51 remaining in the first quarter. Central Rooster Club has come right out, and not only have they controlled the glass, but they run right over the top of the Shires here in the first 3+ minutes.
Yeah, Houlton's looked a little disheveled. They really haven't had great looks offensively. The pressure hasn't bothered them. Central's been kind of token pressing, but they haven't had any good looks against that 2-3 zone so far.
If you look up on the board, Houlton has 2 team fouls and 0 points. Central Rustic 6 points, no fouls, and a chance to add to that point total as Bradbury's going to miss the first free throw.
It's going to be crucial for, we talked about making shots before the game, but especially against this 2-3 zone.
Hunter Sennett checked in the game for the Shires during that timeout, and the free throw was made by Bradbury. It's now 7-0 Panthers. Keegan Gentle works it out top now. Jaron Gentle. Inside, they're going to try to force it to Callahan, and Pryor was right there to knock it away.
You got to make a bounce pass there. You got to throw it away from that defender.
Thomas tries a three. Nobody boxing out, though, for Houlton, and Carville comes in and says, I'll take it, but then he loses it.
Yeah, he would have been better off that time going up on the left side. He had a layup.
Kingsbury nearly picks that pass off. He stepped along the sideline. Solomon and Gentle right back into the game here for Houlton. Sennett and Jaron Gentle will go to the bench.
You look out there for Central Rustic. Every one of those kids are athletic. They all can get up and down the court. They're all quick, get off the floor well.
3 minutes and 40 seconds have gone by here in this first quarter. Houlton yet to score. Drew Foley to Keegan Gentle. Keegan pulls up. He can't get a shot to go. Rebound taken away by Kingsbury.
Good look, though. That's Houlton's best trip offensively. Nice quick ball reversal and get an open shot. Just didn't knock it down.
Coach Woodworth calls out the play. Here's Bradbury. Carville. Used a little up fake. Callahan stands his ground. And traveling violation as Kingsbury just got between decisions.
Yep, good defense. That's ball pressure turnover right there.
Lucas Haynes, a sophomore here at Central Rustic, will check into the game for the first time. Jaron Gentle back in. Drew Foley to the bench. Happy to report that Jaron's younger brother, Jaden, who lost a tooth the other night in the game, appears to have gotten something back anyway, at least a partial tooth. I saw him in the hallway and asked him to smile, and there was something there. As three-point attempt is missed by Gentle, but right there's Keegan Gentle. Houlton finally on the board with 3:33 remaining here in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's nice. When you score, you can set your press up a little bit.
Hayden Kingsbury working against Jaron Gentle. Goes behind his back not once but twice. Haynes will launch up a three. Can't get it to fall, and Bradbury able to save it in, though. The Panthers have another possession.
Another offensive rebound.
And a putback. Carville can't get a shot to go. Finally, a rebound is going to be taken down, and then a foul will occur as it was Jared Gentle. No, had that one wrong.
No, he traveled first is what the official called.
All right.
Otherwise, it would have been a foul on Braden Bradbury, so Central dodged a bullet there. But still, on that trip, Tim, 2 offensive rebounds. That's just bad defense there. Just gets beat to the block, and the guy lays it in on him. That can't happen.
Coach Brewer not happy. He's going to get Foley in just a minute. Houlton defender caught sleeping at the wheel. It's 9-2 now. The Panthers with a 7-point lead. Keegan Gentle with it. For Houlton puts up a long shot, no good. Rebound fought for. Once again, it's Bradbury.
Yeah, not a bad look, right?
Braden looks to drive, spin move in the lane. He's going to be blocked, but there's definitely some contact. Calnan caught some ball, but an awful lot of arm.
I'm not sure if it was on Calnan or if it was on Solomon. Maybe Calnan on that one.
For Cam, that will be his first personal.
Braden Bradbury had a huge game already with 9 points in the quarter.
Can't get that free throw to convert, though.
If you think about this score, think about the layups that Central Rustics missed. They've missed probably about 6 or 8 points in layups. It could be a lot worse for Houlton.
Second free throw's up and good. So Bradbury makes 1 of 2 against the Panthers in double figures. The score now 10-2. Isaiah Gentle works it over. Jared Gentle, 3-point bomb up and in.
And Jaren's a kid that can get hot in a hurry, and then that certainly would help Houlton's cause.
That's the first 3-pointer for either team. It's Houlton back to within 5. Here's Thomas. Tries to dribble through the trap, and he's going to lose the ball to Keegan Gentle. Houlton's got a 3-on-2 if they push. Jared Gentle pulls up. He's going to leave it a little short as that shot was contested. Braden Bradbury through rebound.
Decent look there. Just couldn't knock it down.
I'd like to know if they keep track of career, obviously they do with points, but if they do with rebounds, because Braden Bradbury's got to be right up there. So pretty spin move, can't get the shot to convert. Central took another possession. Here's Bradbury, can't get the 3-pointer to go, and again, Houlton doing a poor job on the glass. A point-blank look for Hayden Kingsbury. He just could not get that putback to drop.
Guys are getting free runs. They're getting 2 and 3 steps and taking off. And that just, it can't happen.
Central choosing to pack things in, and dare Houlton to shoot from the outside. The ball's going to be tied up. The Panthers have the arrow.
You got to watch that sweep check. You go by a defender. You got to look at him swatting it away from behind.
1:31 to go here in the first quarter. It looks like Coach Jason Woodworth wants to take a timeout. We'll take it as well. The score, 10-5, Central Rustic with the lead. Back in 30 seconds on WHOU.
Nortrax is your John Deere construction and forestry equipment dealer for the entire state of Maine. Whether you're working hard in the woods or digging in the dirt, Nortrax has the new and used heavy equipment you need. Count on Nortrax for 24-hour parts and service support, plus around-the-clock machine monitoring with JD Link. Our service technicians, parts specialists, and product support technology reps are here to serve you. We stand ready as your John Deere construction and forestry equipment team in Maine.
Welcome back here on WHOU. Minute 31 to go here in the opening quarter. Central Rustic with a 5-point lead. The Panthers will have the basketball. Houlton will put some pressure on. Central Rustic able to easily break that pressure as Josh Thomas kicks it to Pryor. Kingsbury in the lane. Once again, an easy look. Houlton fortunate that Central Rustic hasn't been able to convert on some of these easy looks.
Yeah, they've missed a lot of layups. That's a nice move, though, by Kingsbury. Nice up and under.
This
just couldn't get it to fall.
It could easily be 20-5.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They've missed a lot of chippies.
Colin Moody did a good job getting in the other night. He's back in the lineup here for Houlton. Hunter Sennett, long two, is going to be well off the mark. Offensive rebound by Moody. Shot by Calnan was partially deflected, and now a foul is going to be called. Looks like it's going to go against the Panthers.
Yeah, non-shooting foul. Good job by Hunter Sennett following his shot. Houlton's getting looks, but they're not making a lot of shots.
It's the first foul on Hayden Kingsbury. Now a turnover for Houlton. Pryor works it around now. Bradbury to Kingsbury. Everybody touched the ball. Bradbury, right side corner, 3-point attempt, no good.
Another offensive rebound, though.
That time it's Haynes. He couldn't get the shot to go either, though. Jaron Gentle, he'll throw up a 3. Made one from there already. It's Another three for Jaron, makes it 10-8, just like that. This is a 2-point game.
Yeah, those will get you back in it in a hurry.
Doesn't feel like a 2-point game.
No.
It's 15 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. See if Central Aroostook holds for one. Down to 10 points. Pryor looks to drive. Kicks it out. Kingsbury's got an open look from downtown. Can't get the shot to go. Foley grabs it. Houlton will just hang on and let the clock expire. Central Aroostook is going to take a 2-point lead into the second quarter. The score, 10-8. We'll be right back here in 1 minute on WHOU.
Tired of the same old boring meals? Try something new this week. TNT Takeout at 69 High Street in Houlton has what you're looking for.
And believe me, the name doesn't lie. The food is dynamite. Every pizza is loaded with lots of gooey cheese and delicious toppings, from traditional pepperoni to barbecue chicken combination to vegetarian pizza or all meat.
You can grab their specials or enjoy salads to food off the grill, Mexican seafood, and hot or cold subs. TNT Takeout, the convenience store that has it all.
Call 521-5250.
We all know Aroostook County winter isn't much fun, but it can be with the right equipment. Houlton Tire Company at 76 Myrna Street is your boss plow dealer and carries the King of Snow Aaron snowblowers. Full service department with parts in stock.
Steelstone Industries in Houlton is your location for gravel, salt, sand, paving, and plowing, groundwork materials of all kinds, and equipment to move it. We now offer heavy equipment and truck repair at our shop on 289 Station Road in New Limerick. Call Steelstone Industries at 532-2675.
Welcome back on WHOU. The score, 10-8. Houlton with the basketball. They trail by 2. Rob, they're fortunate to be within 2 points.
Central Aroostook went to a 1-3-1 that time. Houlton got the ball in the middle, then down to Keegan on the block. He just put his shoulder down and made a strong move to the rim. You're right about that, though. We talked about it at the break. They missed a lot of easy shots.
And looks like a timeout as Coach Woodworth wants to bail out Kingsbury. He was right near midcourt. Rob, we'll keep it right here as we just went to break about 20 seconds ago. Decent opportunity to tell you about some of the upcoming events here on WHOU. Tonight, we're covering Caribou Boys at Fort Kent. That game tipped off at 7 o'clock. We're also covering Herman at Ellsworth. That game, too, started at 7. Tomorrow night, Old Town at the Herman girls. Should be a pretty good game in Class B girls, as well as Caribou at Fort Kent girls. That game is also at 7 o'clock. And then Friday, we've got Hodgson at the Fort Kent boys at 7 p.m. Saturday, we've got all kinds of things going on, including you and I will have 2 games back at Alumni Gymnasium in Houlton, where WA is making their way to Houlton. But we're also going to be covering the All-Aroostook Band Competition. That starts at 2 o'clock. That is a free event. You can go on www.whoufm.com to watch that event and support some of the musical students from Aroostook County. As the inbound pass comes in, Central Aroostook will have the ball, and once again, Shire defender losing their assignment. An easy 2 for Hayden Kingsbury.
Yes, whoever was checking Hayden broke down. Hayden made a nice basket cut and got a layup out of it.
Here's Isaiah Gentle. Back over to Moody. And a turnover for Houlton. They tried to go with the cross-court pass, Rob, and tried to thread a needle.
Yeah, he had to drill it because he put it right through the teeth of that zone, but there wasn't a lot of space. And a clean catch, and it probably would have been okay, but tough to make a clean catch on that pass.
So just over 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. Pass comes up the court, Kingsbury. Thomas, he'll shoot from deep. Can't get it to go. Offensive board by Braden Bradbury. He's going to go one-on-one against Keegan Gentle. Keegan is equal to the task. He's going to block Bradbury, and then Bradbury standing out of bounds, so Houlton gets the ball back.
Yep, good defense there. Keegan stayed vertical, and Bradbury wasn't in a great position to shoot that ball. He was underneath the backboard.
Here's Jaron Gentle. Now top Isaiah Gentle. A forced pass from Callahan. Threw it right straight to Braden Bradbury.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he saw there. Not a lot of space to make that pass.
Kingsbury with it. Works it around. Carvel to Pryor on the drive. He's going to be swatted by Callahan. Houlton looking to get out and run. It's 4-on-2.
Good defensive play by Cam Callahan.
Jaron Gentle. Now they're going to say a 3-second violation. So that'll give the ball back over to the Panthers. Rob, that gives us a chance to give the injury report brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Whether you want to get back to sports, back to work, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help. They have 5 convenient locations in Aroostook County and a new location in Bangor. Visit www.countypt.com to learn how CPT can help you. And as there's 6 minutes left here in the first half, both coaches reported everybody being healthy as Carvel, with a nice drive, lays it up and in. 14-10 now.
Yep, great take by Carvel there.
Into the high post, Keegan Gentle can't get a shot to go, but he was fouled on his way to the hoop.
Yeah, I like Keegan catching the ball in that area. Tough to double team it there. If you can get him a touch at the foul line or somewhere in the mid-post area, even a little ways in from the foul line. Such a good passer, too. He's going to cause a lot of problems. He's going to collapse that zone.
Keegan's first free throw is good. We saw in the last game where Coach Brewer elected to put Keegan off the ball more. As you're right, he was drawing a lot of defenders, but it kind of caused a difficult time. I mean, let's face it. A lot of the scoring burden in this Houlton team is on Keegan's shoulders.
Yep.
So Coach Brewer decided he'd try to put him out in a little bit more space as Gentle goes 1 for 2 from the line, and that was successful. See if they elect to go back to that. Kingsbury drives, and it's going to be a player control foul. Solomon stood in and drew a lot of contact.
Yep, that's a great play by Caleb Solomon. Stepped down, and maybe that get him going a little bit. Sometimes when you make a nice defensive play, get your confidence going a little. Looks like Coach Brewer's going to get a quick timeout here.
And it'll be a 30-second timeout with 5:40 remaining here in the first half. The score, 14-11, Central Aroostook. We'll be right back in 30 seconds on WHOU.
Out here, builders choose Advantech products to provide a durable base that helps prevent bouncing and warping. So in here, you can enjoy the beauty of luxurious finished floors without worrying about pops, squeaks, or creaks. Because out here, and in here, there's no better sound than the peace and quiet that comes from Advantech products. The flat-out best for a quiet, stiff floor.
And we're back at Central Aroostook High School. The score, 14-11 now. Houlton trailing by 3, but they're going to have the basketball. Rob, this has been a pretty low-scoring first half so far.
Yeah, and neither team has been in a great offensive rhythm. I mean, credit the defense to some level for sure.
Solomon, long 2 for the Shires, and you talked about how that might get him going. You hear that often with football players. Caleb is a football player. It's kind of talk about you get nerves before a game starts, and once you get hit once, you get right into it. Speaking of getting right into it, Haynes on the other end, able to have an easy 2 laid up and in.
Yeah, not sure. Again, somebody missed a rotation. You're not supposed to be that wide open.
Keegan again draws a crowd. He'll kick it out. Solomon, that time, is going to leave the 3-pointer short.
Yeah, Thomas did a good job closing out there.
Thomas works around now. Pryor, and a reaching foul. Solomon didn't mean to, but he just lost control a little bit. He's going to be guilty of that one.
Yeah, a little bit of a hip check on the help. That's tough break, but it looks like that's just his first foul. So. Braden Bradbury having to step into the back. He's having to handle the ball a lot tonight.
He kicks it out now to Carvel. Jacob works it around now. Haynes, once again guarded by Solomon. Tough pass. Carvel able to come up with it. Goes reverse layup. Got it to go.
Yeah, good finish by Carvel. Nice footwork. Not an easy catch either, honestly.
18-13. Central Aroostook with a 5-point advantage. Jaron Gentle lines up another 3. He's hit 2 from there earlier. That one was very long.
And a good closeout by Braden Bradbury. Didn't have the time on that one that he had on the previous ones.
And once again, going to be Braden Bradbury taking the ball in. He lays it up and in with an acrobatic shot. He drew contact. It's a 7-point lead, a chance to become 8 if he makes a free throw.
Problem with that, what happened was he caught the ball quite a ways from the basket, but he had time to turn the corner, and the help was late getting there. Nice play.
Bradbury converts. It's 21-13 now. 4:03 remaining here in the first half. Gentle. To Jaron Gentle. Near turnover. Keegan Gentle able to come up with it. He'll pull from long distance. His three-point attempt was off. Pryor with the board.
Yeah, Houlton struggling shooting the ball, for sure.
Central Rooster kind of daring them to shoot.
Yep, I mean, I think that's a good strategy, honestly.
Pryor is going to take steps.
Yep. He was open for a second, just a little bit in a hurry getting to the hole there.
Foley in, Isaiah Gentle out. With 3:32 left on the clock in the first half, Rob, the other thing is you can say, well, it's kind of happened in the first game, and then Houlton turned it on in the second half. I'd say the difference is the first half down in Houlton, you could just kind of tell that the Shires just hadn't shown up. Here, they look like they're trying. Central Roosters just playing better basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, they've handled the pressure, right? They turned it over the very first trip of the night, and haven't turned it over a whole lot since.
We're going to see Ethan Pryor pick up the foul, just his first. That's the team's fourth against Central Aroostook.
A little bit of a broken record about the rebounding situation, but Central has clobbered Houlton on the offensive glass, and Houlton on the other end hasn't gotten a whole lot of offensive rebounds.
And it's a broken record because it hasn't changed. You saw it on the first possession of the game, and it's been that way ever since. Free throw up, count in, 0 for 2 from the line, empty trip. Still 21-13. Bradbury tries to split two defenders. Solomon's going to be called for the blocking foul.
Yeah, a little bit of a hip check there. He never was not in a situation where he squared up. That problem with that's 2 fouls, not a 1-and-1, just a 6. But you got to be careful now if you're Caleb Solomon. You don't want to pick up another third foul right here.
Well, he did foul out on Monday night against Stearns, as the ball's going to be tipped out of bounds. Central Roostook will keep possession right in front of the bench that sits over in the corner, as it has for many years. Harry Orser, one of the regulars over there, some of the paramedics that routinely show up to the game. Steal. Keegan Gentle is going to take it, lay it up and in.
Yep, that'll help you get back in the game in a hurry. Plays like that.
6-point game, 21-15. And a traveling violation going to be called against Carville, as Central Roostook had a 3-on-2, but Carville didn't get the ball down.
Yep, sped him up there. That's the first time, I think, tonight where we've seen back-to-back turnovers for CA.
I'm being harassed from across the gym by Rainey Kluke. He's talking into his phone right now. He said I just raised the game for best dressed. He doesn't realize like you giving me crap early. I haven't been home from work.
You are a well-dressed man. I have to say that. And I also heard you have a new nickname. It's the mayor.
I heard that too. You're the president, I understand.
Well, they haven't given me a nickname yet, but I'm hoping it's not.
That is not true. I was watching that last night. They did say that.
Well, I'll take it. I'll take that. Nice shot there by Keegan Gentle to put it down to 4 points, and there's a turnover.
It's Keegan. As Jaron takes it himself, no, he'll give the ball up. Even though a 2-on-1, Houlton doesn't come up with an opportunity yet.
He would have been better off shooting that, Keegan, right? He was too unselfish on that one.
Foley could not get the putback. Good rebound by Malachi Fitzherbert.
Yeah, would have liked to see Keegan lay that one up. It was going to be 2 points.
And another timeout taken with 1:58 left on the clock. Going to be a full timeout, as both coaches have already used all their 30s, so Coach Woodworth will dip in to one of his full timeouts. We'll take it as well. 1:58 left on the clock here in the first half. Back in a minute on WHOU.
At the Maine Baseball Academy, our top priority is to create an experience of advanced learning and skill development for all ages. The YMCA indoor turf facility has many resources that we use to our advantage while developing young athletes. Our top-tier coaching staff includes Director of Operations Ryan Lincoln and John Fry, Searsport District High School, Cody Collins, Bangor Christian Schools, and Cam Archer, Old Town High School. Follow us on Facebook at Maine Baseball Academy or call today for more information.
We all know that fresh new paint can quickly transform the look and feel of your home. Our trained staff can help you select the best paint and color for your mood and budget with our new Color Journeys color matching system. Best look paint and primer in one. It's easier than ever to do it yourself, and it means less time and money spent on the project. Make your personal color statement and go where the builders go for quality do-it-best paint at the best price. The S.W. Collins Company in Caribou, Presque Isle, Houlton, Lincoln, and Fort Kent.
Back on WHOU, it's a 4-point ball game, 21-17. Central Roostook with a 4-point advantage. They've pretty much led throughout here, Rob.
Yeah, See if Houlton comes out, and Houlton has come out, and Coach Brewer switching up defenses out of the timeout as he likes to do.
It's like a 1-3-1 possibly.
Yep. Maybe get somebody up on the high post if you're Central on that.
Haynes in the corner. Kicks it to Pryor. Foul line. Carville's going to be blocked. Foley got his hand in there.
Yep, good block there by Drew Foley.
Keegan Gentle can't get the shot to go. Rebound out to Callahan. He's going to leave it short. Callahan gets it back, dumps it down to Gentle. It's a 2-point game, 21-19.
Good play by Cam Callahan, sticking right with that. Keegan Gentle had a big second quarter here. He's got 9 points out of the team's 11.
With about 1:10 on the clock, Foley comes up with a steal. Let's see if he can hold on to it. The ball's on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball. Central Aroostook will have possession as they've got the arrow.
Good D by Drew Foley there, though. Something about Drew, he always gives you his best, works hard. Stepped in, and even after the steal, Bradbury kind of had a better play on the ball than Drew did, but Drew was able to still force a tie-up.
Coach Brewer probably okay with that exchange, as even though they won't get the ball, they, at this point, would stand to get it at the beginning of the second half. Shot's going to be put up. Thomas can't get the shot to fall. Rebound fought for and controlled by Jaron Gentle. He manages to keep his pivot foot. He's down on one knee. And it's a tie game now, 21 each, as Houlton with a fast break. Solomon lays it up and in.
Yeah, once Jaron Gentle got it through those 4 defenders, it was over. It was going to be a layup.
Just like that, for the first time, it kind of seems like Houlton's got the momentum. It's been all Central Aroostook for the majority of the first half. Josh Thomas. Kingsbury now receives a screen, pulls up from the foul line, can't get it to go. Rebound taken down, Keegan Gentle. Drew Foley. Callahan lays it up and in. The Shires have their first lead.
Yep, nice pass. Good extra pass there by Drew Foley.
9 seconds now here for Central Aroostook to try to get a shot off. If you're Houlton, you don't want to foul. Bradbury puts up a long two. Pryor can't get a shot to go. Thomas right there. The Panthers had a couple looks at it. They couldn't convert, but they played a pretty good first half. The Panthers are going to trail at halftime. The score, 21-23, and a technical foul is just assessed, Rob. And I think that's going to go against one of the Panthers players. Must have said something to the official on the way by, either that or Coach Woodward.
I think it might be the coach.
He's coming back out. Must have said something. Coach Brewer's asking what it was that took place, as he too is unsure. And he's going to get to pick a player who gets to go shoot the free throws. Is that how that works, Rob?
Yeah.
He'll get to pick someone, right?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
So we'll stay right here before we go into the Katahdin Trust Company halftime show. We'll let you watch these free throws as Coach Brewer looks to his bench to try to figure out who he'd like to shoot the free throw. Coach Woodworth stands out here as he wants to make sure he sees what's going on as well.
So the question is, which end did they shoot the tee on is what they're questioning. I think it's going to be Jaron Gentle. It's going to be a 2-shot technical.
So, at the line, Jaron Gentle for 2 technical free throws. Jaron's first free throw is up and good. Makes it 24-21. And he gets the second to go as well, making it 25-21. We're going to go ahead now. We'll take it to break, send it back to the station. When we come back in a moment, we'll have the Katahdin Trust Company halftime show. Don't go too far. Back in 2 minutes on WHOU.
White Smiles Family Dentistry realizes that life gets busy. We have locations in Presque Isle and Fort Fairfield to better accommodate your busy schedule. If you need to see a dentist but don't want to wait months for an appointment, then call White Smiles Family Dentistry. We are always accepting new patients and can accommodate you as quickly as possible. We offer the area's most complete dentistry, including implants, extractions, root canals, and implant retained dentures, which saves you from trips downstate or transfers to another dental office. Don't wait months to see your dentist. Call White Smiles Family Dentistry today.
The S.W. Collins Company is the only Makita Pro Center in Maine, which means we have access to all the latest tools that Makita has to offer. Our factory-trained employees are ready to make sure that you have the right tool for any project. With over 180 tools, Makita has the largest cordless offering with a single battery platform in the industry. And don't forget, we are also a Makita authorized service dealer. For sales, service, and the largest selection of quality Makita tools, go where the builders go, the S.W. Collins Company.
Katahdin Valley Health Center, or KVHC, is a network of 6 community health centers dedicated to providing affordable, comprehensive, and high-quality care to people of all ages and incomes. We accept all patients and insurances, including those who are uninsured or on main care. Our committed patient care team is here for you, offering an extensive range of services to provide you with quality health care. We're creating healthy communities starting with you. Call or visit our website today.
Hi from Jeans, where you'll find better TV and more ways to enjoy it. Get 190 channels for $59.99 a month with Dish. Plus, get a free voice remote on us. And remember, we're also trained Nest Pros and deliver white glove service for all kinds of smart home solutions, like the Google Nest Learning Thermostat or the Google Nest Cam Outdoor, which lets you look after your home from anywhere so you can travel worry-free. So come and visit our newest location on Stillwater in Bangor, or visit us online to find a local store near you.
County.me, your source for county-wide sports, including scores and highlights from the greater Houlton, Presque Isle, and Caribou regions. We also are the source for all the latest daily news and community happenings for readers of the Houlton Pioneer Times, the Star Herald, and the Aroostook Republican and News coverage area. Visit us now on the web at thecounty.me.
Welcome back to the Panther Palace, where we are at the half of a 25-21 Houlton lead over the Central Aroostook Panthers. Pretty entertaining first half for sure. The game went both ways. With me now is my halftime guest, Miss Mariah Brewer. Mariah, thank you for being with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
So first thing we'll talk about, I know this is your 2 favorite teams here, and I always look forward, I pay attention to your Facebook posts. Today I read about what you thought, and who do you root for when these 2 teams come together? Who do you like to see win?
That's a tough question. I want to see my dad's team obviously win, but I know a lot of the Panther kids too, so I like to see them win too. So it's really a tough call for me.
Right, yeah.
But I do know my dad's team really needs this game, so I guess I would root for him.
Yep. That's good. You can root for both teams.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they both can't win, but you can root for both.
I wish it could be like soccer. Quite honestly, I'll be honest right now. I wish it could be just like soccer and have it end in a tie.
Yeah, I don't think that change is coming. That's not a bad idea, though. Maybe we'll ask Tim to fix that. He's the principal. Maybe he can get on the MPA and fix that for us. Okay, so I want to talk to you about your cheerleading career. You were a cheerleader here for 4 years. I think you probably
3 years.
Actually. Did you win 3 state titles?
Yes, I did. I actually was fortunate enough, the year that I didn't cheer, my junior year, I was actually fortunate enough to win on my dad's basketball team as I was the manager. So I would have cheered that 4th year, but unfortunately I got sick and only came back like 3 days before the season, and I was pretty behind. And
tell me what you think the secret is, because when you're talking dynasties, you can talk about Jonesport Beals and you can talk about the CAHS girls and the Houlton girls, but I think one of the biggest dynasties in high school athletics is the Central Aroostook cheerleaders. So what do you think the secret to that is?
Well, I didn't have this opportunity when I was young, so I'm a little jealous, but nowadays they have, it's called All-Star Cheering, and a lot of the girls do cheering now, and boys. So they come up and they come to all the games and they watch the older kids cheer. And I know that happened when I was in high school, and they just looked up to us so that when they get into high school, they want to do the same thing, and they want to be part of that tradition. Plus, I got to give the hats off to Sammy and Janice. They are truly the best. I had them for 3 years. I felt like I was one of their daughters. Like, really, we are family. We are all close-knit. We still are. We talk to them from time to time. We're just a close-knit group, and we want to work hard. We want to win. We just want it. And it carries over, through the younger kids, because they see us, and, I mean, it's crazy to think that when I was in high school, the kids that are cheering now were in elementary school. So I'm a little old.
Well, you're not that old. You don't know what old is yet until you get to be mine and Tim's age.
Well, I feel old.
Yeah, me too. So, you know, your dad's been a successful coach, done some tremendous things. So you've got to spend a lot of time in Bangor over the years. Talk to me about a couple of your favorite Bangor memories.
Oh, favorite Bangor memories? Oh my goodness. Probably. This wasn't in Bangor exactly, but the first one has to be in Augusta when we won the state championship in 2008. Manny Martinez over the big 6'10" kid.
Zaharchik. I remember the name.
David versus Goliath. That's what they called it.
Yep.
And my second one, obviously I loved cheering at the Bangor Auditorium. It was my highlight of my cheering career. I loved cheering there. So I'm going to say just being able to cheer at my dad's basketball games while I was at the Bangor Auditorium for Central Aroostook, it was just so much fun.
Right.
And another good one I remember is the Calvary Chapel. We lost the game, but it was the Calvary Chapel game back in 2004 when Calvary Chapel had that good team.
They were really good. Yeah,
yes.
That's a Brock Bradford. I remember that
and
team.
we had Brian Grew was a senior that year. Taylor and McLaughlin and Andrew Grew Andrew York, were sophomores, and they helped. We got it into overtime, and then Calvary took over. But it was a really great game. I could go on and on and on.
Right.
But I'll just leave it at those two.
Kind of seems that way.
Oh yeah, and of course last year with Houlton, I gotta throw a Houlton one in there. Last year when we dethroned George Stevens Academy by 20 points, that was the big one for Houlton.
Yeah.
Because everybody was thinking George Stevens is going to take it again, 4th straight title again, and I'm like, oh no, they're not. We ended up beating them by 20.
I didn't think that. I just want to tell you that. I don't think Tweety did either.
No, but I'm saying some other people did.
Right. Well, listen, we appreciate you being with us, and we know we'll see you down the road. We'll see you in Bangor, and cheer hard in the second half.
I will.
And we're going to take a 1-minute break on WHOU.
This is Neil. Can I help you? You're where? I'll be right there. What'd you guys do?
Giving steals.
That's all you did?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. I guess there is something wrong with giving away steals.
Still, this 2016 CRV SC now only $17,995.
I don't know why.
They were good steals.
MMG Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school basketball. Founded in 1897 and based in Presque Isle, MMG has independent insurance agents across Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. MMG has recently received a national award in innovation, was recognized as the Maine Company of the Year by the Maine Insurance Agents Association, and again named among the best places to work in Maine. Find out more about MMG by visiting our website, mmgins.com. MMG Insurance, protecting your piece of the world.
Welcome back to Panther Palace at Central Aroostook High School. The score at the half, 25-21.
Thank you, kiddo.
It's Houlton who
Thank
ended up pulling, a little bit of a run to end the first half, Rob. They trailed most of the first half, but right now they got a 4-point lead at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, Houlton, it was 10 points, around 10 points at one point, and then Houlton came back. Central spread it out again, and with about 3 minutes left in the first half, it was 8 or 9 points, and Houlton was able to not only whittle that down, but come out with a 4-point lead going into the second half. So if you're Coach Brewer, you're probably reasonably happy with that. Like to see some things better. I'm sure a heavy theme of halftime was putting a body on somebody and blocking somebody out, because they did get smoked on the glass. And, we talked about it a lot in the first half. Central missed a lot of chippies, a lot of easy shots, and probably not going to keep happening.
Why don't you go ahead and run down through the first half scoring?
Sure. Start with Central Aroostook. They were led by Braden Bradbury. He had 13. Jacob Carville with 4. Hayden Kingsbury with 2. Lucas Haynes with 2. Houlton was led by Keegan Gentle. He had 11. Jaron Gentle had 8. Jaron hit a couple big threes to kind of keep Houlton in the game early, because Houlton was really struggling offensive. Caleb Solomon with 4. And Cam Callahan with 2 for Houlton's total of 25.
So, just about ready to get this second half underway. Again, 4-point lead for the Shires. That technical rate at halftime padded that lead just a little bit. You're probably surprised, as it really was Central Aroostook for everything other than the last 2 minutes or so of the first half, but now it's Houlton starting out the second half with the turnover just 6 seconds in.
Yeah, a little sloppiness there. Not good spacing there. Drilling the ball at the guy, 8 or 10 feet away and at his feet. It's a tough catch, and down in that corner, there's not all kinds of room.
Pryor will look to inbound here for the Shires, and he'll get the ball to Bradbury. Everybody will just clear out.
It's just a straight man press here.
Kingsbury, left side, starts a drive, pulls up against Callahan. Tough shot. Callahan, nice block. Keegan Gentle, we'll see if it's hammer time. Gets up, lays it up over the top of the rim.
Yep, good outlet. Great block by Cam Callahan.
27-21. Those that don't know, Keegan can easily tomahawk that, but chooses not to.
Well, it's a close game. You got to get the 2 points. I actually like that.
As Bradbury gets the hoop and the harm. Got a tough basket, drew some contact. He's got a chance to go to the line.
Great use of the body there by Braden Bradbury. Shielded off the defender, takes the hit, and is going to get to the line, and that's just what the doctor ordered for Central Aroostook.
For Cameron Callahan, that is his second personal foul. Just the first of the second half on either team. A missed free throw keeps it a 4-point game. Keegan Gentle kicks it out. Isaiah Gentle. Isaiah lines up a three, gets his first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, nice kick there by Keegan Gentle. Let Isaiah Gentle catch it right in rhythm and bury the shot.
30-23. We saw him get hot quickly the other night. As Carville caught it a little bit too deep. Threw it off the backboard, and now a carrying violation as Solomon unable to keep possession.
Yeah, he'd have been better picking it up there, right? Jump stopping, picking it up, and kicking it ahead, because a lot of traffic. He had a defender right on his hip, and he had his own player on the other side of him. He didn't have much room.
Here's Thomas, guarded by Isaiah Gentle. A handoff. Carville looks to drive, leaves his feet, got in between decisions, and tried to thread a needle to Pryor, but really his decision to leave your feet without a plan results in the turnover.
Tough catch for Pryor. Tough to do much with it, even if he caught it.
Houlton still trying to get the ball over midcourt. Now Jaron Gentle, baseline jumper. Solomon could not get it to go, and saved in by Josh Thomas.
Yep, nice hustle there by Josh Thomas.
Braden Bradbury in the post. Gonna have nearly stolen away. Looked like Keegan Gentle was gonna come up with it. Aiden Kingsbury right there. Carville, he's gonna lose it. Probably had an easy two. Instead tried to dump a pass off to Pryor. Isaiah Gentle again hits a three. We said he can get hot in a hurry. Just like that, Rob, Houlton's up by 10.
Yeah, making shots is a wonderful thing.
33-23 is the score.
See Houlton's their defensive effort is always good, but it really seems to have picked up now to another level.
Bradbury backs down 2 defenders, goes to Pryor. Tough take with the left hand, couldn't get it to go. The Shire's looking to push the tempo.
Cam Callahan has affected a lot of shots.
Solomon
blocked a few, and he's balled it a lot more.
As Thomas on the other end takes and lays it up and in.
Yep, just what they needed, a little layup there. Give them a little momentum back. Nice outlet pass by Kingsbury there.
Here's Callahan, some contact, no whistle. Callahan lays it up and in. 35-25. 5 minutes remaining here in quarter number 3. Bradbury tries to cross up Solomon. Kicks it over, right side, Thomas. Thomas has some room. Tries to lay it up over the side of the rim, couldn't get it to go. An offensive board by the Panthers. Kingsbury's three, no good. Keegan Gentle comes away with the basketball.
Nice pass up ahead by Keegan Gentle. Cam Callahan with the take to the basket, couldn't quite finish.
He had a little 5-foot jumper, just could not get that one-handed shot to go. Remains a 10-point game. Pryor drives, kicks it over. Bradbury, baseline jumper up and in.
And Braden Bradbury's had a heck of a game. 17 points for him already.
Keegan Gentle Out to Isaiah Gentle. Isaiah launches up a three. That one no good. Rebound taken away by Braden Bradbury.
It was a long three that time.
Here's Pryor. Out top, Bradbury. Pryor throws on the brakes, splits two defenders. It's going to be tied up, and Houlton will have possession.
How good a defense is that by Jaron Gentle? Ripped the ball right away from him.
Rob, has there been a jump ball already? Houlton started the half with the basketball. Did they
There
switch
has
there?
not. That was probably because of the technical foul.
Okay, yeah, good call. There's that former officiating of you.
Well,
and you're a
it's
basketball
guess,
junkie.
though. It's a little bit of a guess, but I think that's why. We know Bob Holmes doesn't make a mistake with the arrow over there.
Nah.
Been doing it a long time.
Boy, he's put in a lot of games. As it's going to be a foul right at midcourt. That will go against Braden Bradbury. And Braden just his first, team's first in the second half. With 3:46 remaining in the third quarter.
That's a Rooster great there still. You know, 8 points is not a huge lead.
Keegan Gentle. Colin Moody, pull-up shot. No good. He gets his own rebound, though.
Good job by Colin following that shot.
Pass is going to be tipped. Last touch by Carville. Houlton will keep possession here.
And they're staying zone here for the most part. Looks like they're back into their 2-3.
Keegan gets it in. Moody. Houlton's going to swing it around the horn. Sennett. To Gentle. Back to Sennett. Hunter, fortunate to come up with a pass. Kicks it out Moody, his three no good. Rebound, Braden Bradbury. Nice fast break for the Panthers. Can't do it much better than that.
No,
Bradbury
ball never hit
Thomas
the floor.
Pryor.
Ball never hit the floor. Beautiful.
Guys like you teach it.
Well, that's what you like to see for sure.
It's 35-29. Central Rooster fans starting to get into it. Sennett works around. Keegan Gentle takes it up amongst a couple players. Decides he's going to have to kick it out. Moody. Calnan needs help. Kicks it. Keegan Gentle now. Pull-up jumper. Baseline. No good as it was in and out. Rebound once again taken down. Guess who? Braden Bradbury.
Yeah, they made a mistake there. Nobody stepped in front of him until way too long. He had like
he went 80 feet.
A truck lane to the basket that time. And
how do you leave him open?
Well, mistakes.
I guess so, right?
Mistakes. You got to pick him up out around the foul line. What happened was he got all the way to about 2 steps from the basket before somebody even tried to pick him up. Houlton's lucky he wasn't hooping a harm there.
We will once again give you the injury report brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Whether you want to get back to sports, back to work, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help. Visit one of their 5 Aroostook County locations or their new location in Bangor. You can also go to countypt.com to learn how CPT can help you. And once again, happy to report, just as it was to start the game, each team healthy here to start the second half with 2:27 remaining in the third quarter. Rob, I want to take a second during this free throw to make sure I say hi to one of my favorite people in this world. My grandfather, Jay Brewer, watching back at Madigan Estates. He said Mariah is probably the biggest person that's torn between these two teams. My grandfather might be second. He didn't miss many games. He was up here living in Marcel.
A great man, Mr. Brewer. My first, I don't know if I ever said this to you, but my first really good male role model. Probably kept me out of prison, maybe. Who knows? A really, really awesome guy. I don't know how you turned out the way you did with him as a grandfather.
I appreciate that. Take that as a compliment.
Take it how you want to take it.
Bradbury takes it in the lane. Can't get a shot to go. Grabs his offensive board. Haynes buries a three.
Great kick out by Bradbury there. Didn't force up the shot. Haynes buries it. He's up to the task, and it's a 2-point ball game just like that.
It was a 10-point ball game. It was 33-23. Since then, Central Aroostook's gone on a 10-2 run. Foley around now, Sennett. Jaron Gentle. Hunter Sennett. He tries to line one up. His 3-point attempt won't go. Central Aroostook continues to control the glass. Carville. Thomas, this three could take the lead, and it will.
And you don't see that a whole lot. Guy pulling up for 3 on the break.
And Coach Brewer wants a timeout. Minute 18 left in the third quarter. It's a 36-35 game. Central Aroostook on a 13-2 run. We'll be back in 1 minute on WHOU.
Aroostook Limousines and Ace Rent-A-Car get you there in style. Aroostook Limousines has 8 and 12 passenger limousines and a 20 passenger party bus for evenings out, proms, weddings, birthdays, concerts, whatever the celebration. Travel anywhere in state. And Ace Rent-A-Car specializes in insurance rentals and has locations in Presque Isle, Houlton, and Patton at Savage Paint and Body. Ace offers everything from compact cars to vans. Ace Rent-A-Car. We do it right and we make it easy. Reach both businesses at 768-7368.
The road to planning your financial future can seem like an uphill battle, with countless goals and paths to choose from. The most suitable place to begin is with Thompson Hamel LLC for a free financial checkup. Thompson Hamel has many tools available to help you chart your course on your financial roadmap. Let them help guide you through all the phases of your life. To get to your destination, you have to start. Start today so you're better prepared for tomorrow. Thompson Hamel LLC. Your family, your future.
Welcome back on WHOU. Minute 18 left to go here in the third quarter, and all of a sudden, Rob, Central Aroostook's gone on a run.
Yeah, absolutely. We're led by Braden Bradbury. Couple great kickouts, couple nice fast breaks, and a clutch shot there by Josh Thomas. You don't see that much, pulling up for 3 on the break.
Gutsy.
It's like a Ray Allen type of shot.
You know, he looked like one of his cousins, the York boys.
Yeah.
It's like something Andrew or Cameron
Pretty
would have
fearless
done.
there, pretty fearless.
Houlton with the basketball. Jaron Gentle tries to go inside to Cam Callahan, and he had a tough time catching the pass. There was a bump from behind, maybe knocked him off balance a little bit. See who they report the foul on. I couldn't see from here.
Nathan Pryor going to check back in here for Hayden Kingsbury.
So that was Kingsbury picking up the foul. That's his third personal. Each team with 2 team fouls here in the third quarter, so relatively clean. Foley catches off the inbound. They'll work it around now. Solomon uses up his dribble. In underneath, he finds Foley. Foley could not convert. He was open. Keegan Gentle with the offensive board on the weak side. Houlton regains the lead.
Good job by Keegan Gentle being there just in case. Big bucket.
37-36 now is the score. Carville in the corner. Pryor. Bradbury, he's going to line one up. Left it off the front of the rim. Gets his own rebound, and again, Houlton doesn't play defense. Lets him just take it and lay it up and in.
Got to box out. You got to box out. Good follow by Braden Bradbury. Old school play right there. You'd love to see the kid follow the shot.
38-37 Panthers. Solomon gets a 3 to go.
Yeah, I like that. He says, if you're not going to guard me, he ball faked a couple times. Nobody came, and he buried it.
40-38. We seesaw back and forth. 7 seconds left on the clock, and a blocking foul will be called. It's going to be on the floor.
Not a terrible foul. Non-shooting, as long as Jaron Gentle's not in any kind of foul trouble, which I don't believe he is. I think that might just be his first foul.
It's going to be number 2.
Okay.
13 fouls on the Shires, but still no trouble.
5 seconds here to get a shot up, 5.5, so plenty of time for Central.
Carville looks to inbound. Jacob finds Bradbury. Back to go in the post, and Carville's going to lose it out of bounds as he just lost his footing. So Houlton's got 2.4 seconds. They got to go to the length of the court. You'll see Thomas put a little pressure on to make sure the Shires don't get to roll it in.
Yep, that's smart.
Of course, they can go over to Isaiah Gentle. Instead, they go Keegan Gentle. He's going to have a shot from within inside half court. It just hit off the back of the rim. But we've been entertained so far through 3 quarters. The score, 40-38. The Shires with a 2-point advantage heading into the 4th and final quarter. Could we see overtime? We'll know more after 8 more minutes. Back here on WHOU in 1 minute.
Don't get flush-traded. Get Rick Hannigan Plumbing and Heating to handle all your pipes. Master Plumber Rick is ready to get your pipes back in action. Give Rick a call today at 538-7131 and like him on Facebook.
Scoville Building Supplies may be a little store, but it's a whole lot more. You can find most anything you need at Scoville Building Supplies: plumbing, painting, lumber, windows, or doors. Everything you will need for your construction, remodeling, updating, or building. Call Scoville Building Supplies today at 425-3192.
Welcome back to the Panther Palace at Central Aroostook High School. It's 40-38 heading into the fourth quarter. Houlton's got a 2-point lead. Rob, this one has continued to go back and forth. Bradbury.
Hoping to get a foul, but he's not going to get it.
Work the ball around now. Kingsbury. You can hear the crowd stirring.
Yeah, they were looking for a foul too. Houlton's cranked up the defense here.
Pryor to Kingsbury. Hands it off. Thomas. In the post they go now. A reaching foul will be called against Isaiah Gentle.
Yeah, giving up a couple inches there, Isaiah got caught behind the player in the post. Got to stay basket line there, try to take that cut away.
That's just going to be Isaiah's second foul. 14 fouls now against Houlton. Kingsbury, left-handed shot, no good. He got into the paint, and now a foul will occur in the rebounding action.
Yeah, it's going to be 4 if it's on Kingsbury. I'm not sure if it is, but it sure looked like it. Probably not the shot they wanted either.
They have not yet put it up on the board, but Kingsbury comes out. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his. Yeah, and it is.
There it goes. So, gotta assume Hayden's gonna have to sit for a while. Solomon with it for the Shires. Working around. Jaron Gentle out top. Solomon has all day to shoot a 3. Left it short. Callahan, though, comes up with it, but just could not get it in his hands. He's going to lose the ball out of bounds.
Gotta love the hustle by Cam Callahan there. Just couldn't gather it in.
You touched on it earlier, and I know we've talked about it in the past. He does so many of those little things. He's not going to usually put up more than 4-6 points on a night, but there's a lot of those little things that help you win games.
Yep, blocks a ton of shots. He's a great help defender, and certainly he rebounds the ball.
With it for the Panthers, Josh Thomas. Josh works around Haynes to Pryor in the corner. Looks to drive. Pryor, tough 2, no good. Pryor goes down to the ground hard. A foul took place. Looks like it'll be against the Shires. Pryor gets up maybe a little gingerly, but he'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I saw it the other way. Yeah, it's going to go the other way. It's over the back on Carville.
Much to the surprise of a lot of the fans here in the gym.
If it's not a foul when the player hit the floor, then the over the back certainly was, because he hit him right on top of the head, which is always going to be a foul, even if it's not a foul, if you know what I mean.
4 fouls apiece for each team. Carville picked up his second personal. Houlton with possession. Working around, Isaiah Gentle picks up his dribble, now he'll throw it away.
Yep. Good job by Lucas Haynes to get a hand on that pass.
Haynes converts a 3.
Lucas Haynes got a great looking stroke, Tim.
The sophomore came to play. It's the second 3.
Cold-blooded shot there. Didn't even think twice. There's another turnover.
Central Aroostook's retaken lead, 41-40. Cannot convert there as Haynes had a pull-up jumper. Wouldn't go, and offensive foul going to be called, player control. As you saw Carville lower his shoulder.
Yeah, Houlton dodged a bullet that time. Braden Bradbury would have been better off shooting that ball. Gave it up. Probably a little too unselfish on that one. If he shoots it, he's either going to score or he's going to get fouled. And Haynes took the runner, who was kind of caught it in a tough situation.
You know, that play there, that's an instance where I think, you know, sometimes for folks in the stands, the defender was not set, but it was who initiated the contact.
Right, he dumped his shoulder. You dump your shoulder, it's going to be a charge.
Whether the defensive player's moving or not. The ball hit the official, so it stayed in bounds. And a traveling violation will be called, giving the ball back over to Central Aroostook. 5:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Anybody's game.
41-40 is the score. Bradbury. Right at midcourt, stolen away. Keegan Gentle. He's going to take it right at Bradbury. Put up off glass, no good. Rebound controlled. It's Ethan Pryor.
Good job by Braden Bradbury, hustling back and contesting that shot by Gentle.
Pass just a little too low for Carvel to come up with. A jump ball. Houlton's got the arrow.
The intensity of this game is something else right now.
Sure is.
The atmosphere in here is pretty electric at
It's
the
been
moment.
one of the better games we've had all season long. It's a pretty full house. Not as full as we've seen it. You've coached here or watched games before, and the chairs are on the end lines. That's not the case, but it is a good environment. There's going to be a timeout taken on the floor. 5:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds on WHOU.
This is Ben Adams from Priority Auto Sales. Listen, I know you've been seeing a lot of these orange plates around town lately, and trust me, I'm not just paying people to drive around in our vehicles all day. Every day we're selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Why? It's simple. Discounted prices up front, great selection, and low pressure sales. We're simply not playing the games. We really are creating a new way to shop for a used vehicle. Check us out at yourpriorityauto.com and like us on Facebook. Priority Auto Sales, Route 1 in Houlton.
Pioneer Fiber to the Home is now available in Houlton, Sherman, Stacyville, CAHS, and Baileyville. Streaming live events in high definition like high school basketball is best viewed with the most stable and fastest connections. Pioneer Broadband delivers state-of-the-art fiber directly into your home to handle all of your most demanding internet needs. Don't get left behind with slower technology. Get the fiber you need, Pioneer Broadband.
Back with 5:07 on the clock here at the Panther Palace. The score, 41-40. Central Aroostook clinging on to a 1-point advantage.
Yep.
We were just saying when we went to break, Rob, this place is it's quite an environment.
It is. It's awesome. I'm having a lot of fun tonight. It's just a good game. We love it when the games are close.
Of course.
Makes our job a lot easier.
Keegan Gentle. Jaron Gentle back to Keegan.
They're going to stay in that 2-3. It's been pretty good to them tonight. That's a tough shot by Keegan Gentle. Good contest by Ethan Pryor on that.
He tried to elevate with a hand in his face. A foul occurs. Callahan will be called for the foul.
Yeah, nothing dirty about that. He hit him. Cameron Callahan's the furthest thing from anything dirty. He just a little body contact. Contested that catch. That's going to be 3 fouls on him, 5 on the team.
I got to chuckle because before the official even had a chance to get the whistle up, there's about 20 people who stood up.
Oh, there's a lot of officials here tonight. They're just not on the board.
No. They could use some more officials on the board, though.
Oh, that's a nice pass there by Carvel, but great help by Cam Callahan because Braden Bradbury had a layup there. He had it in a perfect spot. He did the right thing, took it right at Keegan. Nice help by Callahan.
Strong as Keegan Gentle is, Bradbury
Jaron
so
Gentle
tough in the paint.
With the steal there, big steal by Jaron, gets a hand in there and doesn't let Ethan Pryor get the ball in the post.
Houlton would like to try to retake the lead as Jaron dumps it down. Callahan, contested shot. Carvel had to come over, and Carvel commits a foul.
Yeah, you don't hate that foul. Send him to the line, make him earn him. Otherwise, not a layup, but pretty darn close. Good foul by Jacob Carvel.
There's Jacob's uncle and father, Mike and Joe, two of the people recognized before the game started tonight as some of the ones who helped with the, I think it was the scoreboard is what they talked about.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was going back because they also did the presentation in jackets for the state championship soccer team. And I said, maybe it was that. Can't remember, but it was the scoreboard. Tammy Miller, of course, as we had in that ceremony, was the primary organizer for that event.
Callahan ties the game.
Yeah, 41 apiece. Midway through this fourth quarter.
Jaron Gentle doing a good job putting pressure on the ball.
Pryor gets into the lane, spins. Haynes launches up a three, can't get it to go. Bradbury comes flying in with the board. Reverse layup, 43-41.
That's been the story of the game, hasn't it? All those offensive rebounds.
And Gentle's going to carry it. He's got his hand underneath the ball. See Isaiah Gentle come back in. Hunter Sennett, get a breather. 3:58 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Looks like Houlton switched up their press a little bit.
It's going to be a steal. Pryor wanted to go all the way across the court.
Yeah, that's from
pass.
One dead corner to the other dead corner diagonally.
Gentle gets in the lane, puts it up and in. Ties the game up at 43.
That pass is probably never, ever going to be there, the one he just tried to make. Nice take by Keegan Gentle down here.
Carvel in the corner. Haynes That time just a little bit too strong. Offensive board. Bradbury can't get it to go. Partway down. Rebound taken away by Solomon.
Great chance. Good offer by Braden Bradbury. Couldn't quite make it.
Solomon thought about the three. Instead, hands it off. Gentle. 3:15 on the clock. Keegan Gentle receives the screen, uses it. Long two up, no good. Solomon, though, gets a lucky bounce. Right to him, lays it up and in.
Good job by Solomon getting to that glass off the miss. Puts Houlton back up 2.
The player he was fighting with the rebound over kind of mistimed the jump based off the bounce of the ball. And Solomon was right there. Now he'll be called for a blocking foul. He tried to take the sideline away from Braden Bradbury instead. Solomon will be called.
Just a half tick late getting there, right? You got to put your foot on that sideline.
That'll be his 3rd personal. It's 16 fouls now against the Shire, so that'll even things up. The Panthers also have committed 16 fouls here in the second half. So we'll see some 1-and-1. If any more fouls occur, and there's a whistle. Except I think there's going to be 2 free throws coming up.
Gonna love the attack mode there by Braden Bradbury. Not even a second of doubt, just a strong take to the rack.
Keegan Gentle, that's his 2nd personal. But that is now 17 fouls against the Houlton Shires. Bradbury unable to make the first free throw.
He's had a pattern tonight where pretty much every time he's missed the first one and made the second one.
See if that trend continues with 2:48 left on the clock. Bradbury. That will not go. So he's partway down, rattled out. Rebound taken away by Keegan Gentle. So it remains a 2-point Shire lead.
If you're Houlton, if you want to make them play man here, you can. And pull the ball out, but it doesn't look like they're going to do it.
Cross-court pass, they go. Isaiah Gentle to Keegan. And Keegan's going to travel.
He just didn't quite put it down that time. It was close.
Central Rustic with a chance to tie or take the lead. Pryor. Guarded by Jaron Gentle.
That's great defense by Jaron Gentle.
And Isaiah Gentle's going to tip the ball last out of bounds.
That's about the 2nd time Pryor has driven and looked to kick, and he'd been better off shooting that one. He had a great look at it.
2:15 now on the clock. Pryor working against Gentle. Jaron, once again, great defense. Keegan Gentle with the board.
And that time Pryor had a look, but he had to twist his body around. It was a tough shot.
Solomon out top. Keegan Gentle launches it. Can't get that 3-pointer to go. Rebound taken away by Bradbury.
And not sure Coach Brewer would love that shot. Good D by Gentle, though. He took Braden Bradbury's dribble.
And Keegan going hard, went into the mat. Good sportsmanship by Bradbury helping him up as those 2 Titans going at it here all game long. Keegan's going to have 2 free throws coming his direction. It's going to be Pryor picking up the personal foul. That'll be 7 against the Central Rustic Panthers, so both teams now in the bonus. Keegan Gentle at the line. His first free throw is up and good.
Keegan's hit some big ones.
And Coach Woodworth wants to take a timeout, perhaps, to try to freeze the free throw shooter. Minute 47 left on the clock. We'll be back in 60 seconds on WHOU.
Be good for Nana, okay? I love you. That's not me.
A moment like this is decades in the making. The County Federal Credit Union, partnering with you to achieve financial success so you can enjoy the moments that matter. CountyFCU.org.
Madigan Healthcare Services provides a continuum of healthcare from skilled nursing facility, rehab therapy, to home healthcare.
After 5 days in the hospital, they suggested that I come to the Madigan. The level of care, the service, the respect that they showed me, even the aftercare, everything about it was really excellent, and I feel healthy. So the services that I've received at the Madigan have enabled me to get back to those things that I really love to do.
Back live on WHOU. Tim Tweedy, Rob Moran here with Lori Susi. We've been treated to a good ball game. Minute 47 left on the clock. Houlton leads 46-43. with a free throw coming up for Keegan Gentle. Keegan can make this a two-possession game. He is unable to do so, so perhaps Coach Woodworth's strategy of icing the free throw shorter works. Long pass, and Cam Callahan just could not control himself. He ran into Hayden Kingsbury, and a one-on-one, one-and-one coming up.
Yeah, very similar to the play we just saw a minute ago, huh?
Sure was.
With Pryor.
So
now they're going to be shooting, and that's going to be 4 fouls on Cam Callahan.
Kingsbury converts on the first free throw.
Chance to cut it down to 1 here. All kinds of time left. Minute 40, a lot of things going to happen here.
46-44. Another free throw. It's going to be off the mark, so it'll remain a 2-point game. And then a reach-in foul, and probably not the best foul, as they'll now walk the other way. Cam Callahan will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Although Cam sometimes can struggle from the line.
Yeah, he's so far tonight he's 1 for 4. Big one here, obviously.
Makes that free throw, though. Ice water in his veins. For Bradbury, that was his second personal foul. Now each team has 8 team fouls. Second free throw up, off the mark, and the officials will look at each other. It's going to be Central Rustics basketball.
They made the big one, really. Cam did. Here comes some pressure.
47-44.
Gentle looking to take that dribble again. Took it a few minutes ago, one of the bigger plays of the game.
Thomas being guarded by Isaiah Gentle. Kingsbury. Back to Thomas. Inside they go, Bradbury.
Tough angle on that one. I'm surprised that pass made it through. Houlton playing great D.
Minute 5 now left on the clock. Inside they go to Pryor. Tough handling it. Keegan Gentle's able to come up with a steal. Throws a pass over the top. Solomon's going to take it, lay it up and in.
Little wide receiver on that one. Little Randy Moss-like. Nice catch and finish by Caleb Solomon.
49-44. Kingsbury gets in the lane. They're going to say no shot, though, no continuation. So you'll have just a 1-and-1. They're going to say it was on the floor. Either that or he took an extra step and it will be shooting. I guess that remains to be seen. No, it is going to be 1-and-1 on the floor. Callahan, though, just fouled out for the Shires. Coach Woodworth doesn't say a word. He just looks up at the ceiling. Some of the fans here may have had a case, Rob. How'd you see that?
You know what? I didn't see it. I was putting 2 points in the book for Caleb Solomon. Had my head down, and I wish I would have seen it. I have to watch the replay when I get home.
Free throw, no good, but it's going to remain a Panther basketball.
The Panthers need a quick bucket, whether it's a 2 or a 3.
Look, they got the king, Steve Schott, at the end of their bench. They could just put him in. He's always
like
for a
to shoot.
three-pointer. Three-point attempt up, no good. Oh, they're going to say player control fouls. Pryor, they're going to say lowered his shoulder.
Well, what happened is Jaron Gentle was vertical, had defensive position. Pryor did what a lot of kids do, and you can get away with it if the guy isn't in position. He kind of jumped out into him, and I actually thought it was a good call.
49-44. Down to 40 seconds left. We'll see how long for the Panthers wait to commit a foul. Jaron Gentle has a tip from behind, but a reach-in foul will be called as it was Pryor coming in from behind. That's now going to be 10 team fouls against Central Rustic. So it'll be 2 free throws coming the way of Jaron Gentle.
Yeah, Houlton's in good shape now, really.
33.7
A lot of things would
seconds
have
on
to
the
go
clock.
wrong for them at this point. There's one of them.
Jaron unable to make that free throw.
You gotta make some foul shots here.
Jaron at the line. Jaron makes it. So 50-44 is the score. Central Rustic now in need of a big bucket. Do they need a 3, Rob, or can you get it real quick too?
I mean, maybe need a 3 because it's 2 threes to tie the game.
Pryor tried to get a 3, unable to do so, and now foul will occur. And they'll walk the other end with 19.4 seconds left on the clock. Keegan Gentle with a chance to ice this game.
Yeah, absolutely. You make one of these and it's academic. It'll be a 3-possession game and with only 19 seconds.
Keegan at the line, steps up and calmly buries a free throw. Bunch of people who've never played basketball before just calling a 1,000-point score overrated.
Yeah, yeah.
Something I never did.
Yeah, no, that's a little crazy.
15 seconds now left on the clock. Haynes launches up a 3, gets it to go. Coach Woodworth calls a timeout to try to save every second that he can. There's 10.7 seconds left on the clock. The score, 52-47. We're going to keep it right here, Rob, as we don't want to miss any of the action. And we might come out of this timeout quicker than what we thought, given the fact we really just called it to save the inbound time.
Stop the clock. And
otherwise, you can stand out of bounds for 4.5 seconds. And
you got to foul immediately, right? You got to foul immediately and hope they miss foul shot. Still a 5-point game regardless.
First thing they'll do is try to go for the steal.
Yeah.
If they're unable to do so.
You want to get a 5 count if you can. That the best case scenario is you get a 5 count or a steal underneath the basket for a layup. But if that doesn't happen, you can't let them dribble any time off the clock. You know, that's why you got to play straight man here almost and full denial. But if your guy catches it, give a foul immediately. A lot of things have to go wrong here for Houlton.
Stranger things have happened.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was witness to the Tim Scott Miracle Minute.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that. If you ever heard of that, you were pretty young then. You were probably. I'm not going to say how old I was. I was pretty young too, but
I'm
different
40.
kind of young.
How long ago was it?
Yeah, it was 1988 or 89. So,
okay.
And I think they were down like 12 points or so, and they came back and won. Ellsworth. Looks like Houlton, Caleb Solomon going to take the ball out.
Nobody defending him, so they're going to try to get the 5-second count by just playing defense. Now it'll come in and a foul will be committed by Bradbury.
Yep, no choice there, and they lost only 0.8 seconds, so you can live with that, certainly.
Walk the other direction. This game gave the fans everything they wanted, though.
Yeah,
Everybody got their money's worth. Keegan Gentle was at the free throw line.
Very, very point-worthy win for Houlton. Not necessarily the way they would have liked the game to go, but Central Rustic's a pretty good team. They're a lot of talent on that team.
Houlton will advance the record to 10-3. Central Rustic's going to drop to 8-3. Second free throw is going to be missed. Bradbury. Thomas launches one, kisses it off the glass, up and in, but they can't stop the clock. As the ball's batted out of bounds, there's a 0.4 seconds left on the clock. There'll just be a warning. It's 53-50. Houlton still has to get the ball in bounds.
Yep, absolutely. That's the only thing the only way. You don't even want to throw it long here. You don't want to throw it long because you might turn it over. You just get it in.
And that is the final score. It's Houlton coming up to Central Aroostook and somehow able to hang on for a 53-50 game. Don't go too far. Rob will make his way down courtside. He'll have the Pat's Pizza postgame guest coming up. We'll be back in 90 seconds on WHOU.
Want that special item for this year's high school basketball season to show your team support? Cushman & Sons, locally owned and operated in Presque Isle, has team sportswear and will do custom embroidery, screen printing, logo design, digital and printing, as well as banners, decals, and other vinyl works. Cushman & Sons also can design trophies, awards, and add specialty items. Cushman & Sons, 764-3833 or CushmanandSonsInc.com. And don't forget to visit and like their Facebook page. If you can think it, Cushman & Sons will say, yeah, we can do that.
Lincoln Power Sports is the leading ATV, snowmobile parts, accessories, and outdoor equipment dealer in Lincoln. Whether you're looking for the latest new products from BRP, Can-Am, Skidoo, or today's best clothing and accessories, we've got it. It's no wonder riders and customers trust Lincoln Power Sports for ATV and snowmobile service and installation of parts and accessories. Stop by our store or browse our extensive online catalog from anywhere in the world. Call 207-794-8100. We would love to hear from you.
Get a jump on your future by exploring your possibilities at Northern Maine Community College. The team of faculty and staff at NMCC will position you for a lifetime of success. With over 35 degree and certificate programs, including our newest offerings in water treatment technology, you will be amazed at how quickly your new skills will open a world of opportunity. Visit us online today at nmcc.edu. Northern Maine Community College. Succeed here.
We're back live here on WHOU. Final score 53-50. Houlton Shire is able to cling on to a 3-point victory over Central Aroostook. And we're going to take a courtside where Rob has our Pat's Pizza post-game guest.
Thanks, Tim. Over here with Jaron Gentle. Jaron, great job. Kind of a back-and-forth game. What was Coach talking about at halftime and during the course of the first half?
We need to slow down on our sets. We're kind of just forcing a little bit of shots, and we need to play better defense, like in the post, get in front of our man, have help side on that side. And just straight up, like, don't get in front of the shooters, don't let them shoot. Just help side. Switching on screens and do all that stuff. Important.
Now, you had about a 10-point lead, and they just came storming back and took a 1-point lead. What were the kids saying out on the floor, and what was your mindset when that happened?
We were a little confused. We were a little intimidated. We were trying to get back into the game. We called a timeout, which is good. Kind of settled down a little bit, got back out, got to where we're supposed to be, made some more baskets, some layups, some shots, and just got back in the game.
So it's been a good week so far, 2-0. Got WA coming up Saturday. WA, a pretty good team. I think they beat Ellsworth early in the season. Some keys to that game.
Defense. We need to play good defense. We need to switch screens, make sure we're forcing our man to the sideline, get some good traps when we're running our press break up here. It's all that stuff, yeah.
Well, listen, great job. I thought you played great individual defense as well, like you always do. Good luck on Saturday, and thanks a lot for being our Pat's Pizza post-game guest.
Thank you.
Tim, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Rob. And again, congratulations to Jaron and his teammates. They picked up the 53-50 victory over the Central Aroostook Panthers. Houlton will advance their record to 10-3. Central Aroostook drops to 8-3. And as Rob makes his way back up here, we'll just once again real quickly tell you what we've got coming up here on WHOU. The rest of this week, we're going to have Old Town at the Herman Girls tomorrow night. That game starts at 7 p.m. Coverage begins at 6:45. Same thing for the Caribou Fort Kent girls. Same time, 6:45. Coverage begins 7 o'clock tip-off. On Friday, it's going to be the Hodgson Fort Kent boys playing up in the valley. That game is also at 7 o'clock. And on Saturday, we've got a bunch of games coming your way. We're also going to have the All Aroostook Band Festival that's going to be up at Ashland High School. That starts at 2 p.m. That is a free event on WHOUFM.com, so we encourage you to tune in on that. Rob, why don't you go ahead and run down through the game scoring?
Sure. Let's start with Central Aroostook. They were led by Braden Bradbury. He had 22 big points. Lucas Haynes, just a sophomore, really played great in the second half. Hit 3 threes, a couple of big ones, 11 points. Josh Thomas, 8 points. Jacob Carvel, 4 points. Hayden Kingsbury, 3 points. And Ethan Pryor, 2 points for their total of 50. And for Houlton, they were led by Keegan Gentle, 21 big points, some big plays in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays of the game is when he got the steal, took the dribble from somebody and scored on that. Jaron Gentle, 9 points. Jaron was a kid that, I talked about it with him a little bit. I thought he played great defense tonight, did a lot of good things, and he kept them in it early. Yep. Hit 2 threes early on in the game when Houlton was really struggling to score the ball in the first quarter. Isaiah Gentle with 2 big threes in the third quarter. Cam Callahan with 6 points. Isaiah Gentle with 6 points as well. And Caleb Solomon with 11 points for their total of 53.
Well, for each of these teams looking forward, for Central Aroostook, they're going to be taking on the Washburn Beavers right here in Marcel. That game will take place on Friday at 7 p.m. For Houlton, they take on WA, and that game is at 3 p.m. Girls' game is at 4:30. Those games are on Saturday. For us and our entire crew, we are going to wrap it up here tonight and make our way back south. We want to thank everyone who helped make this game possible. Chelsea Gentle back at the station running production. Chris Putnam, again, putting in a very long day of work. He's been at work since before 6 o'clock. He kept us straight on the board tonight. Lori Susi running the camera. Rob Moran doing the color. And the sixth member of our crew, Bailey Susi, has been coming with us recently to some games. And Bailey helping keeping us hydrated tonight,
Doing
Rob.
a great job, Bailey is.
Helping retrieve the book when you were down there.
Future hooper, Bailey Susi.
That's right. AYBL star in Houlton.
That's right.
So we want to thank her for helping out as well. I am Tim Tweedy. Final score here from the Panther Palace, 53-50. Tune in tomorrow night. Rob and I will have a game.
We are going to have the Presque Isle
Houlton girls. I didn't put that on the schedule, but yeah, I don't forget that.
Don't forget that one.
No,
that's a big game tomorrow night.
That is a big one.
game for the Shires.
A lot of folks are going to tune in. I forgot to mention that earlier, but yes, you should tune in, as that's a couple of the better girls Class B teams.
Absolutely.
And of course, a little rivalry there. So both teams have had a lot of success, both of those programs, both of those coaches. You won't want to miss it. Until then, we'll say good night, everyone. Thank you, Chris.
Welcome to this basketball broadcast brought to you by